Today I'm discussing shipping. Shipping and mostly exports. This one came from a question over there that how can I export merchandise, cargo from Dubai to other parts of the world? Now the question was asking for how do I ship to Ghana anyway, and I just wanted to make this as an explanation, as a general explanation to Africa and parts of the world, other parts of the world. You want to ship, so this is what I want to discuss today, and hopefully by the end of this video you have an idea of when you want to export goods out of Dubai to your home country or to wherever that place that you are in. Alright, when you're exporting goods to your country, there are things that you have to consider. Definitely, these goods should be exported, and in another video of mine I was talking about imports, and I was talking about imports, and I discussed that imports can be personal effects or they can be business cargo. So these two things can really determine a lot in terms of exports as well. Are you going to export goods as personal effects, or you're going to export goods as business cargo, commercial cargo? See, these things can decide a lot. And another question that you will receive from either a freight forwarder or a shipper or somebody who's going to clear your goods and export them to you is, what do you want to ship? You see, it always starts from there. All of these starts from there, because different merchandise, different cargo, different shipments have different requirements for shipping them. Now you should note that there is dangerous goods, that's DG cargo usually, and then there is normal, regular goods. These are normal goods that don't have so much requirements with them. There are also different kind of cargoes that are maybe perishable, fresh goods that require also certain things. So you have to know there's also motor shipping, there's transport of cars, shipping cars to different parts of the world. They have a kindly different requirement, but generally the idea for the process is generally the same, what is required. Okay, so now let's just say you want to let's discuss one, which is business cargo. You want to you export your commercial cargo to different parts where you are in your home country, for example. So what this you will do is, it would require you to have a shipper. This is somebody or a business who is in Dubai, who is going to provide your invoice and packing list, and also be the exporter on record. They call this the EOR, most of them, exporter on record, because this is the company that is going to be on the documents that are shipping your goods. This document is called the bill of lading or the airway bill if it's for air shipments. Now that is sorted, you have your shipper, and next thing you're going to identify is your agent. This would be the logistics or cargo transportation company that is going to handle your shipments by picking it up from your shipper and delivering it to the port or to the airport, and then handling the clearance until it is exported to your country where you are going to be. Some of these agents are very flexible, and they're able to even provide services that can help you export your goods. See, for example, you're exporting goods to your country and then you don't have any information about what you're going to use or requirements for the documentations. Your shipping agent can do that. Alright, let me not discuss that so much. Let me just go into what you need to do. What you need to do is to find a logistics agent. Now this logistic agent, the agent is critical to you, because it's not difficult to find a logistics agent to do your service. Now scrutinizing them and assessing them would be your part of the job, because you can find an agent just by running on Google search. and you find a list of agents and their activity. You can check their reviews and you can see them, and then you can also find an agent for, there's some specific groups. There is a specific group that actually is it has a couple of agents and different cargo transportation companies who are for exports from Dubai to other parts of the world and Dubai to the world. Maybe I'll leave a link in the description. You can just post your question there and find out if you want to ship to here. All of these, some of these agents will give you responses. Now after that, you will be able to, you know, scrutinize them. You see the one that works for you. But my tip to you is always find an agent who can share their license registrations in Dubai, because this is your ultimate, you know, decision factor. Once a logistics company is legit and is, you know, licensed and can share their license, such as registration in Dubai, that pretty much is it. Because if there's any challenges, this is your guarantee. If a company is registered in Dubai, the system is so smart that the chances of being duped are less. But that is an advice to you, because you're able to find out that. All right, so that's just about finding the agent. It shouldn't be a problem to find the company or the cargo company that can handle your goods. You just simply need to check that they can share with you their status. Are they registered here and they're good enough, you know, legal wise they're registered here, then you can carry on. Then you go on to, you know, shipment of your cargo. Now shipping your cargo. All right, now when they're shipping this cargo, what is the size? What is the bulk of this cargo, right? Is it going to be shipped by, you know, under a full container, or it's going to be less than container? This is going to help you also decide what kind of agent you're going to use, because some agents are very, very good at shipping less than container. They always call them the LCL or the FCL. That's full container and less than container load. Your cargo is small, cannot fill a container. So there's some of these agents who are super good at this type of service, and they can able to get goods from different, you know, different shippers, bring them together into one container and then export them as a whole to your country, right? So take note of these. So if you're going to export these as a full container, you have bought your full container of goods. Is it computers? Is it shoes? Is it, you know, cargo? Is it plastic bottles? Is it whatever it is that you want to ship to, maybe Africa, Asia, wherever, or textiles? You can note that these goods are in a full container, and the requirements may easily, some of them may slightly be different. So just take note of that. The next thing is, right, you have your agent, you have your shipper, and then you have your goods, and you know what the cargo details are, and you know that it's either dangerous goods, it's not dangerous goods, it's cargo. Then you go into, now if you have the right agent, you know what they will do. These agents have also a connection of agents in these countries that you're going to export to. If it's in Africa, the agent in Dubai who is registered in Dubai, who has a, you know, legit license in Dubai, also must have or usually has an agent in your country. For example, in Ghana, they will have an agent in Ghana, in Nigeria, in East Africa, in Kenya, wherever it is. It's I'll mention in Egypt, for example, in different parts of the world. That's in Africa, in Asia, in India, in Pakistan, all these places that I'm mentioning, they will have agents that they deal with. So that would not be your problem, okay? Because they will send these goods, and on the documentation of these goods, they will move them under their name. So it will be the company that is shipping these goods, for example, X and X Cargo Company, and delivering them to X and X Cargo Company in your country. That would be their master document, okay? Then there will be another document that actually is from your shipper, the one who is maybe say X and X Business Trading LLC, all right, and it's shipping it to you the business in your country. So usually what this does, it gives them some control of cargo. Whenever there's any payment or there is something that is missing, these goods will arrive in the country, and then that agent of theirs in your country will contact you and tell you, you know, your goods have arrived, you have to pay me XX an amount for handling these goods, and we will deliver it to you, or you will pick it up and clear the goods by yourself from your country. So this is what happens ideally for business cargo. Now, personal effect cargo. Personal effect cargo has so many, there's a number of people who like to ship by personal effect. So this now brings down to the type of cargo company you're going to use. Now there are specific companies that are, their job is really dealing with personal effect. Okay, so when you're searching, you do the same thing. You do your search. All right, this company is there. You do know that you can verify these companies based on their registration status. Okay, now you run a search. Still in the same groups, I recommend one or two. I just recommend one group down here. You can just post it there and you will see responses, and make sure that you mention that this is personal effect cargo. This is cargo. I don't have I don't have registration documents or anything. I just want this cargo to be picked up from here and delivered to here. So some of these companies will also accept to be your exporter on record. They will export these goods under their name, and they will clear these goods by themselves, duty and everything that's related to that cargo, and then they will bill you for this. Okay, so then, and some of them do it by kg if it's personal effects, and some of them do it by, by kgs is by weight or measure. Sometimes they do it by container, sometimes they do it by, it just depends on how they will charge you, and then they will ship your product for you. So you run that search, get a company, make sure that they are registered. You see, once a company that cannot provide you their registration status and their trading license status, it's better not to bother with them, because not registered in Dubai, you have nowhere to, you don't have no safety net for this. So just let go and go on to the one that can provide. Usually they can provide means they are transparent with you, and they can be able to ship your goods for you, right? So you carry on like that. And also these companies, they will get the goods from your shipper where you're going to buy them, and they will factor all these costs for you, and then they will charge them to you, and then you will be able to export your personal effect. Now some of them as well gather from different also individuals, and they bring them on board, collect them into one location, consolidation point, and then they console the cargo together, and then they load them into a container. And most of them will tell you, we have the vessel schedules. They have the vessel schedules. The ships are leaving on 29th, or they're leaving on 30th, they're leaving on the 5th. They'll give you schedules, and they tell you you should have your goods listed, delivered to us by this date, so we can catch this vessel, and this vessel. So you follow this schedule to deliver your goods to them, and then they will consolidate them together with other shipments, and then they'll export them to your country. And these companies, mostly, some of them are already having clearing agents, or they connected all the way in their in your home country, and they can deliver it to your doorstep, or some of them will deliver them to a warehouse in your country where you can go and clear. But some of them will actually do the clearing for you and ask you to go and pick them up from your designated warehouse in your country. So this is an idea of how to export goods and merchandise from Dubai. I hope it kind of gives you a clear picture, and if I missed out something, it's always not a problem to put it in the description, so we can discuss more and bring out something else that is lacking. So thank you for being with me, thank you for watching this until now, and I hope you'll have a clear and better shipping. Cheers and bye.